high school, used to slap on. Having no rest, has been mentioned. The cap on me, super bad, having rest. Some ass on most of these hoes be broke, I'ma pass on them. I'm on it, calling me for in the morning.
It's your boy Zay on the track, and we're tuned in with Legends on the Rise.
So, Mr. ZaeOnTrack, how did you come up with the name ZaeOnTrack?
Well, basically, I was running track. I've been running track since high school, and I started making beats right after high school. So I just kind of put the name together.
Okay. So you ran track in high school. What events did you run, or what events do you run?
I started off hurdling and jumping, and then I stopped jumping because I didn't really like the way it had the effect it had on my body. So I just started hurdling.
Okay. Are you still running currently?
Yes, I am. I have one more go round.
Okay. One more go around. You in college now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Where do you go to college?
St. Augustine's University, open in North Carolina.
Okay. What part of North Carolina is that in?
It's in Raleigh.
And what events do you do in track?
Currently just 400 hurdles and 110 hurdles if they need me.
Okay. How has your college career been as it relates to you being a hurdler? How have you done?
To be honest, I've had ups and downs, but the last year, 2019, was probably my best year. And then coming into 2020, I always battle injuries and stuff like that. So coming into this year, I was ready, I was healthy, and then COVID.
Right. So you kind of started running track late too in high school, right?
Yes, sir. 11th grade.
Yeah. So that was great. Started out in 11th grade and ended up earning a scholarship. Did you go somewhere before you went to St. Augustine?
Yes, I went to junior college in Kansas called Coffeyville Community College.
Gotcha. So where you from? What side of town you from, and what city you from?
Birmingham. I was raised, I guess, in East Lake, and then kind of moved to Pratt around middle school, Pratt City. And then I guess around 7th grade, we moved to Homewood.
Gotcha. So tell me, what was it like growing up in Birmingham?
Man, it was crazy, but I mean, it's good now. It was ups and downs, but.
Gotcha. Did you grow up in a two-parent household with mom and dad in the same house? Did you grow up in a single-parent home, or what was that like?
Well, yeah, a lot of the time I did. My dad got locked up when I was, I guess, around 2, 3. He was locked up for some time. It was just really me, my sister, my mom. I mean, then she started talking to somebody else, and it wasn't really all that. But so basically, yeah, until later on around high school, for real, for real.
So you said your dad got locked up. How old were you when your dad got locked up?
If I'm not mistaken, 2.
Okay, and how much time did he serve?
Did about 10 years, I think.
About 10
10 years.
Gotcha. And as we've discussed offline, he's not the only one on that side of the family that has gotten, in some trouble and incarcerated. So tell me more about that.
Well, my uncle also, he got locked up probably about 16 years ago on a attempt. Basically, yeah. I mean, then I got another cousin doing time for narcotics, about 22 years. And other cousins doing little petty crimes too, but pretty much just them probably the biggest people closer to me.
Gotcha. So how did you escape with all of the things going on around you? What did you do to escape and to, be successful and go off to college? How did you manage to make it out of not falling into the same trap?
I would say really my main motivation was probably being the oldest of 7, just having all my siblings look up to me. I just didn't want to be a failure like everybody else. Pretty much that's what got me going.
Gotcha. And you say you're the oldest of 7?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I think you said your mom was pretty young when you were conceived, right?
Yeah, she had me at 16.
Gotcha. So how did you get off into music? You said you ran track, and you also started all your production of music. What you say around the end of high school?
Hmm.
How did you get off into doing music?
Really, I just seen other people doing it, and I thought I can do it, and I thought I could be better. So it's kind of what I did. I do have a lot of people in my family that do music also, but they're more like on the singing or the artist side of the music, and I'm just kind of, I like to make beats. I guess, yeah.
Gotcha. So I think you said your grandfather and your dad, you know, all of them were in the music as well. Am I correct?
I guess my granddad, my uncles, my great uncles, they had a group called Birmingham Sunlights, and my dad had a group with his cousins and his generation called Ballers Inc. Yeah.
Right. So they were rap artists?
They were rap artists, and their dads and uncles above them were singers.
Right. So you got a lineage of music in your family.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. So when you first started, I mean, you know, you said you felt like there was something you wanted to do. So what was your process of starting off? I mean, did you just start off at someone else's studio, or did you buy your own computer, or how did you really just, you know, start it?
Basically, I had a little money, so I went and got me a MacBook, a keyboard, and some headphones, and really that's how I started. But then I started going to Main Artery Productions, and that's where I really got locked in.
So what's your creative process when you enter into the studio?
Really, I go in there and I try to find a melody, and whatever really comes to the top of my head, I just go with the flow, to be honest.
Are you just doing hip hop beats, or you focusing on different kinds of genres?
I'm focusing on a lot of genres actually. Hip hop mainly, alternative, R&B also. Trying to branch out to more genres.
So are there any projects or any songs that you're working on, or anything that you're working on currently?
Yes, I have a project coming out with a lot of artists on it from everywhere, for real, for real. Majority of them probably from Birmingham and like Atlanta, but I'm getting it together. I got some songs recorded. We're gonna get some visuals coming soon too.
Gotcha. So what's the name of that project, and, you know, kind of like tell me how many tracks you plan on it, and maybe some of the artists that you're gonna have on there.
Right now, the title is called "Take 'Em to School," and it's probably gonna have maybe like right now about 8 to 10 artists, and probably about 20 songs, 15 to 20 songs.
Gotcha. So, you know, talking offline, I also know that there has been a time where you had a song that was placed with one of the artists in the city, and somehow you didn't get credit for the publishing, and something happened with that. So tell me a little bit about that. You know, don't have to be in the specifics, but just tell me about that. What happened?
Basically, I mean, I cooked up a beat with somebody, and they recorded it. The song doing well actually. It was on an album. I mean,
Who was the artist?
TL5.
Gotcha.
No love lost. I just wanted credit for real, but it's whatever. I'm still moving.
So you ended up doing a collab on the song, and you never got production credits and the publishing or anything like that?
Correct.
Gotcha. So, you know, how did you deal with that, and how would that, you know, teach you in the future on conducting business, on how to move?
Just being aware of my surroundings and copywriting my music and having it published before it's out, and just being more cautious, I guess.
Gotcha. Tell me about some of the artists that you were working with, not just on your project, but some of the artists that you might be working with that's coming up in the near future.
Right now, one of the hardest out of the city, Jug. I'm working with Chopper Boy. My sister, Deja, she's a pretty good singer. I got a female artist from Birmingham also named Erica. I got a guy out in Cleveland, pretty nice. Couple artists from Atlanta, but pretty much, yeah. Also got another female artist from Birmingham named Mia Bella. She pretty cool.
Gotcha. So if your fans, you know, want to reach you on social media, or if You know, somebody might want to reach out to you to get beats. Tell us how they can reach you on social media, and also how they can reach you if they wanted to purchase beats or lease beats or things of that nature.
Right now, ZaeOnTrack on Instagram. That's ZaeOn Track, TRACK. And really, you can go from there. And
Okay.
that's pretty much it.
Gotcha. Well, appreciate you coming in and chatting with us today, Zay.